Okay, game 1 of PPL NX Stage 2. We're here to face Darude with a brand new team, as you can see on your screen. We have Samacenta Crown for this league. My opponent, however, has Shaming Sky. So some fun stuff that has been allowed on this version of the stages. So they didn't bring Team Blue, that's very good. They didn't bring Arcanine, that's very good. They didn't bring Empoleon or Whizzing. Okay, so the only thing on their team that can Terastella is the Cyclizar, and it is Terra Normal, which is good to know. I am gonna the plan has always been to lead with Donphan to try to set up rocks as soon as possible. I understand he has a spinner, which, you know, is fine. But at the end of the day, rocks will be really helpful for us, I think. Any case, we do have 2 Terra Captains. Technically, the way that this part section of, I guess, runs is we technically can Terrestrialize these 3 Pokemon, but you have to choose 2 Pokemon that are gonna be able to be Terrestrialized Captains during the game. So we had chosen these 2. This is Terra Electric, this is Terra Steel. And yeah, man, I don't know what else to say. They really don't have a switch into the specs and Amorus, so I had to consider that since they decided not to bring the Empoleon, which I thought would be a pretty safe bet. But yeah, anyways, good luck, have fun to my opponent. Hopefully it's not a haxy game. I don't believe I have ever faced Darude in a draft league game before, so this should be fun. It's always fun to get, you know, face new opponents. He is gonna leave with the Cyclizar, which is pretty good. He named it Mike. It's interesting. Okay, so you could have a number of things. I'm going to go ahead and serve the Stealth Rock. If you taunt me, that's perfectly fine. I am Mental Herb specifically for this kind of situation. He's just gonna straight up go for the Terra. Okay, that is a little bit scary, not gonna lie. But we'll see what happens. Are you gonna like hyper voice me off the get-go? That's the only thing I could think of, right? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna try to calc how much damage that does. Okay. So I will imagine that is specs, right? Okay, let me see. So if I have my Donphan here versus Cyclizar, I know how to write this. I know how to spell this for sure. For sure. 252 Hyper Boys. If you are timid, Hyper Boys with Terra Normal. Okay, so it's not a spec, so it could just be the thing. I think I'm gonna try to Stealth Rock again, in case he wants to. Yep, in case he wants to spin. He's gonna get some speed off. That is good for him. I'm gonna set up my Stealth Rock again. Unfortunately, he's becoming very, very fast, which is gonna be annoying for my team. And now I'm regretting not having brought. Well, anyways, we're gonna go for the knockoff. Yeah, he's just gonna keep rapid spinning. We are 102. The next one is guaranteed to kill us. That's fine. Yeah, we have allowed him to be faster than Greninja now. We're gonna go knock off your Silph your Solvus. Okay. So what did you do to Vaporeon? You do nothing to Vaporeon, right? Vaporeon. Yeah, you do absolutely nothing to Vaporeon. Okay. Do we want to try to set up Stealth Rock again? Do we want to just Ice Shard for the damage? Does he has the Rotom? He does have the Rotom. Okay. Well, the rocks are just not gonna happen here, I assume. So I'm just gonna Ice Shard for the damage. Okay. He's just gonna Hyper Voice. He's so fast that I cannot go confidently to Station, because I'm gonna take an overhit. Or Samacenta, I mean. So we're gonna go Vaporeon. And we're gonna see what we can do. Right. So we are Terra Electric on this. Which is okay, I guess. I think we set up a wish here, because if I set up a wish, he goes into Rotom, I can go into Willy Wonka, take the thing. I'm gonna try to get a Skull Burn and something actually. He 100% has to switch, right? So we'll see if we can get a little bit of damage on that on the Rotom and gouge some damage. This lead Pokemon has been annoying though. Have I been a little bit more bulky on the Donphan? Maybe I would have been able to take on this. Yeah, we'll have to have me max special defensive, which is not something that I was gonna be, so it's fine. Clean Freak, yep, that is the Rotom. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a Skull Puff. We do get the burn, that is great. Yep, no, I'm happy with that. We did 0 damage to it though, so I do have to protect to see what they're trying to do. If they just try to Volt Switch, then, you know, we'll deal accordingly. Yeah, they're just gonna try to Volt Switch. Okay, cool. How much will a Volt Switch from you do to me, sir? Rotom Wash, defensive, Volt Switch to my Vaporeon. It will do 33% instead of the wish. I'm just gonna be annoying to you. You could go shaming here, which it would be fine. Yeah. Unfortunately, we do not have leftovers, but for shaming, that is not the worst thing. Alright. Yeah. If I were to Terra Electric now. Oh, he goes to this animal. Okay. You could set up your rocks in here, I suppose. This is a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. So if he sets up the rocks in here, I'm gonna be annoyed. I'm gonna try to Skull just for some damage. Yep, there are the rocks. That's fine. Can we get a burn? We don't get a burn, unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is, right? He is leftovers. That's good to know. Filipina. Interesting. Are you, sir, gonna switch? Should I just protect? Just to scout? I think that's not a bad idea. Back into Rotom will be my guess. Yeah. Okay. Well, this Rotom is slowly taking damage from the burn. I don't think I saw lefties, so slowly but surely it's coming down. I guess I'm gonna protect again just to see what you wanna do, because you could try to trick me, and that would be terrible. Terrible. So this is a defensive Rotom, so Weezing could have default there, which is good to know. Yep, he's just gonna try to wish. That's fine with me. Or he's just gonna try to do that. Okay. I guess we're just sending another wish here. I'm sorry, I know this is not the most thrilling gameplay. How did I go first? That is very interesting. I guess I didn't notice that last time that we did this. But yeah, this is very interesting. Are we going to shaming? No, we're going back into this. Okay. Now works for me. Here I'm gonna have to be careful. But it is what it is, you know. So we are gonna go to Whizzing. We are gonna try to defog these Stealth Rocks. I will assume you go for Thunderwave. Psychic Noise actually. Oh my god! Oh, nice. Okay, well, you know, it is what it is, right? Yep, nope. My wish is gone. Great. Great, 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 great. Yeah, no, this Pokemon is dead. What do you have for... Things have become mighty scary now. Well, I do have to let Whizzing go now, unfortunately. I should have maybe caught this. But that is so unfortunate, dude. I'll try to defog. Yeah, you should just kill me. 100%. Yep. So the question is here is, can I go to Samacenta here? I think so. I think I can. I'm gonna try to. I don't have a choice. This doesn't do enough. This cool Sludge Wave. What do you have again? Let me see. What did you bring? You brought Annihilate, Rotten, that, and Shining. Okay. But I don't do enough to the Screamtail, right? Let me see. Greninja versus Screamtail. Yeah, my Sludge Wave doesn't do enough. Alright, let's go Samacenta. Now, this Rotom is obviously defensive. So, from my Samacenta Crown, you will be taking not a whole lot of damage. Not a whole lot of damage. Nonetheless, we gotta try to go for it. We just go for the Heavy Slang on this. Yeah, should have called that, honestly. Clean Freak. Let's see how much damage we do. Oh my god, that is less than negative damage. Okay. So it is Citrus. Okay. I cannot let you burn me. If you burn me, this game is over. But you could just Ball Switch out, which will also be terrible. Greninja. Alright, so... yeah, okay. You're not out of range. Yeah, I can absolutely not let you burn me. But you could just Ball Switch out. I'm gonna have to go Vaporeon. If he calls it, he calls it. The crit on the Whizzing was so bad, but I don't think I was gonna leave 2 hits anyway. But maybe I could have, like, you know, switch in, switch out. Are you gonna... son of a bitch. That could have been the end of the game. Oh, another crit. Okay. Okay. Yep, no. This is not looking like it's gonna be our game, to be honest with you. But that's fine. I mean, it is what it is, you know. But yeah, those crits have been terrible for us. Yeah, I don't see many ways to get out of this alive. But you know, we'll try. Is a monkey. That is, in fact, a monkey. I'm gonna try to wish. If you kill me, that's great for you. Okay. Annihilate. Oh, I see. I see what you are. Okay. Cool. This could be the end of the game, to be honest with you. Depends on what they are on this. Because they very much could be choice scarf here. Could see him going on Elate as well. But yeah, this is super rough without having the without having my my rocks up, unfortunately. What's gonna happen here? Okay, so he is choice scarf. That is unfortunate for me. Thank God. Okay, we do get that triple ace off, which is massive. Okay, so right, shaming, scheming. How much am I doing with heavy slam? I'm doing a ton with heavy slam. He could go back to the washing machine, which unfortunately we don't doesn't have a lot of damage on it. I could go for another Trailblaze. It will hurt the washing machine a little bit, and maybe put it on range for a close combat. I had to try to make a play here. Yeah. Washing machine. Yep. Okay. Alright, that puts him in range of close combat, which is good for me. Yep. Yeah, man. There's not much else I can do. Unfortunately, I had to close combat because I don't think that a heavy slang is enough to kill it. But the problem is that shaming has put me on such a bad position. Being choice scarf. I mean, not being able to kill it. Maybe I should have just gone for the ice fan, but there is a chance that it will not kill it as well. There's a rotten. How does he help me? The problem is that if you burn me, I'm kind of fudge. So do I trust that a Trailblaze can kill it? Rotten Wash. That is not enough for a Trailblaze to kill. All right, we take care of that. Unfortunately, though, he kind of just can do whatever he wants, especially if it's the Jugulis. Our Jugulis is a monkey. So you're gonna close combat me, right? Although your choice scarf, more than likely. So annihilate. Double 100. My heavy slam does 50% to you. Yeah, that is definitely choice scarf. Double scarf. You know what will have been great for that? A whizzing. But you know, that is what it is, right? Okay, so I go to you. I had to 100% go to you. And if I go to you, I can click Dark Pulse. That's not good for the Greninja. If I go to you, I can click Dark Pulse versus this Annihilate. It's gonna do nothing. Slove Switch also does nothing. Regardless, I can go to you. You will go to Screamtail, right? Oh, I could have Healing Wish. You go to Screamtail, then you Thunder Wave me. Then I go to you. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a way to win this. That sucks, dude. That sucks. I should have thought a little bit more about what I was doing, but it clearly didn't. It didn't register on me. Getting this damage on the Annihilate was great, though. The problem is, you may switch out here, go into Screamtail. That doesn't net me anything. I have to Sludge Wave. Oh, he's actually staying in. Oh my god. Well, you know what? I think I should take a close combat. Yeah. Right. Mm. Yeah, definitely not going how I thought things will go. But, you know, it is what it is. We're gonna lose this. What is this gonna be? A 4-0? 4-0 more than likely. A Ninja versus a Annihilate. Yeah, Skymin. Right. There's nowhere that I'm faster than you. Shining Sky. The Air Slash always kills me here. Could go for Air Power too. I'm just going for a Slash Wait. Well, we got bailed out by that. I don't know if I kill it though. That is a huge one, dude. I didn't want to say it because in my mind I was like, well, my only hope here is that he misses, but if I say it, it's not going to happen. So, holy cow. Okay, well, it did happen. And now, they are in a little bit of more trouble than I am. So yeah, this is going to be like extremely interesting. Extremely interesting. They do have the Cyclizar, which is still winning versus Enamorus in the end. So I had to remember that. But we took the kill on this Shining, so we'll take it. We'll take it. So Cyclizar, there's no way I kill you with this, right? Yeah, there's no war in which I kill you with this. Even if you were to be not the most sense, the Sludge Wave at the most does that. I don't have another move to hit you with though, that's the problem. Oh, you're a Soul Blessing here. So the Sludge Wave does do a good chunk, but the problem is that Enamorus comes in and is gonna take a ton from that Hyper Voice. He does two-shot me, right? Timid. Hyper Voice. We turn normal. With the Rock Sap. Yeah, he will kill me. We just gotta go for it. So close, dude. There's no way in the world. There's no world where I leave that. Yep, and then the Hyper Voice. Oh, that's without any investment. Yeah, no, I don't leave 2 hits from it. Unfortunate. Well played. If I was Scarf, maybe I have a shot. But I'm not Scarf, unfortunately. Is there anything I can do? No, I have to Moonblast, right? Cause yeah. Okay, let's go for the Moonblast. He's just gonna Hyper Voice. That makes sense. Yeah. And that should be enough for anything on his team to kill me. However, if Scar and Amorus, maybe we had a chance. Although, I don't know about that Screamtail. Screamtail was annoying. I should have gone immediately to Whizzing instead of letting it set up the rocks for free. But I did want the help on the Vaporeon. The problem is that I didn't expect him to crit me back to back, you know. So yeah, Yugogliss should kill me with anything, even with Dark Pulse. But yeah, I'm not faster than it. Yeah, even Dark Pulse should kill me from here. Yep. No risk in the miss. Should have brought a scarf, I guess, in Amorus. But that's good. That was a good game. GG's to my opponent. What could I have done better? If I go, if I, the problem is that the Annihilate is always kind of checking the Samacenta, right? Yeah. I mean, we'll take the victory. We'll take the loss. It's only a 2-1, a 2-0, right? So it's not bad. I think I could have done better. I just got a bit unlucky in there. But then again, we did get bailed out by him missing the sludge wave. So yeah. All right. Well, GG's to my opponent. That was a fun game. I'm glad I did not end up taking the forfeit W, and I decided to do everything I could to play the game. And yeah, maybe we'll get a rematch. But yeah, fun stuff. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We'll see you on game number 2. Bye now.